2 pounds of chicken breast thinly sliced, very thin. It cooks super easy. I already cleaned this with vinegar and lime juice. Now I'm gonna season it with 1 teaspoon of salt or to taste, half a teaspoon of ground black pepper, and that's about it. We're gonna mix very well. It's super quick and easy, and we're gonna set this aside because we're gonna start with our panko breadcrumbs. So over here I have about a cup of panko breadcrumbs. And now I'm gonna add half a cup of Parmesan cheese because chicken Parmesan. But if you have the fresh grated Parmesan cheese, by all means use that because it's, a little better. But this one tastes just as good, of course. Now we're gonna season it with 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're also gonna do 1 teaspoon of Italian seasonings and half a teaspoon of paprika, as well about half a teaspoon of salt. We're gonna mix very well. And that's about it. So in my other bowl, I have here 2 eggs, whisk eggs, no salt or nothing. Now we're gonna start with our chicken breast. Of course, we're gonna cover this up with the egg batter. And then we're gonna add it to a breadcrumbs because obviously we want our chicken breast to be nicely covered with all the breadcrumbs. So it can come out nice and a little crunchy in the oven. We're gonna be cooking this chicken breast in the oven. Instead of frying, I think it's like a little better alternative, a little healthier. And that's about it. We're going to continue this with the same steps. All I'm going to do right now is just put it or add it into my baking dish. So we're going to cook our chicken breast in the oven at 375 degrees for 20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to doctor up my tomato sauce. I added about half a jar of one, and then I'm going to add the whole jar of the other tomato sauce. We're going to elevate the flavor by seasoning it with garlic powder. I have here 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're also going to do a pinch of ground black pepper, 1 teaspoon of oregano, as well as half a teaspoon of Italian seasoning, and a pinch of salt. That's about it. I'm going to mix very well. It's so good. It tastes delicious. We're going to let this cook for about 15 to 20 minutes on medium-low heat. Now back to a chicken breast. 20 minutes already passed. We're going to flip them over. As you can see, it has some color in it. Now we're going to add our tomato sauce or pasta sauce. This dish is so easy. You can obviously enjoy it during your lunch or for dinner. Now for the cheese, I'm using Monster cheese because I didn't have mozzarella cheese, but if you have mozzarella cheese, by all means use that. But the Monster cheese, it just melts perfectly and we love it. It's so cheesy. And now we're gonna cook this back in the oven for 15 minutes at 375 degrees. And look how delicious the cheese, nice and melted. Our chicken Parmesan, it is done. And of course, I'm gonna serve it with spaghetti. So this is my spaghetti. I cooked this spaghetti according to the instructions on the box, and I just added my tomato sauce or pasta sauce. Now it's time to serve and enjoy with your family. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe, and I'll see you on my next video.